Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Zanzarah. I'm Mark91 aka Alien Lugia, and there are some things we can do here before we can go, not really before we need to go to the Great Tree tournament. Okay, this guy will want to trade. I see you are also an enthusiastic fairy collector. I found this strange fairy on a long journey. It throws bolts of lightning. It's the other lightning fairy, Violectra. Or Violectra, I believe. However, I now specialize in air fairies. I would like to trade my energy fairy for the air fairy Vadriel. Do you agree? No. A, because we can later find Violectra in the wild. And B, Vadriel is one of the strongest air fairies there is. Or there are. Yeah. And here we have the rune of the cave world. So now we can easily get back here. Because after the after the tournament at the Great Tree, we should be going here. And this guy will give some backstory. I see you are a very experienced collector. You even have the legendary magic fairy cards. They vanished from sight a long time ago. I don't know who stole and hid them, but I'm amazed that a human should have found them. I think that's a mistake there. I believe that should be could, not should. You're still missing one card though, the fairy card of fire. You'll need it so that a fire fairy can protect you from great heat. Technically we're missing 3 cards, fire, air and psy card, but I guess the developers thought you would go for the Great Tree tournament before going here. Where might you find this card? I'm afraid I can't help you there. We dwarves had it once, but I have no idea where it is now. Okay, in this big room there are some items, and that guy who will tell us about some more about fire fairies. Some healing herbs and more big healing potion. I believe this guy has a unique voice among the dwarves. We dwarves have very few visitors, let alone ones as tall as you. But since you removed the great rock from our entrance, which you should be able to remove yourself, seeing as dwarves are usually masters of stone and steel, you deserve a reward. Take this bag of crystals. It should be very useful. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate to visit me at any time. Okay, just a reminder, the crystals are the currency of the dwarves. Art of the Dwarves. Once upon a time we dwarves were masters of smithery, and we created all manner of magnificent machines using the hot mountain blazes. Sadly this art has been lost through the ages, and the entrance to the mountains has disappeared. How does an entrance to a mountain disappear? Rock slide, I guess. Fire fairies are rare in Zanzarah. The Shadow Elves still carry a few, which makes them dangerous opponents. Though most I have just kicked aside like a ragdoll. Maybe you can find one of the rare evolutionary stones. You might be able to use it to create a fire fairy. And with that he's referencing Tinnefol and Tinnezard. And finally there's this chest, which contains a golden sphere. Nice. Okay. One little continuity issue, and we almost ran off the edge there. All the buildings in Zanzarah have doorways that are tall enough for humans, whilst the only creature as tall, or perhaps a bit taller than Amy, is the White Druid. Any other creature is shorter than her, so the doorways should actually be shorter. Are you the one who removed the rock? It was blocking our paths into the mountains. The terrible rock landed there just after my friend Lasse had left the village. Lasse had left to look for his father Quinlan. He just disappeared, nobody knows where to. Well, terribly worried. And that's about it in this room, or in this house. Yeah, it's Lasse's house. Okay. This is a re-recording, by the way, because because the game was lagging due to my laptop not being on its highest settings. And this door is locked. I believe that leads to, well, I know where it leads to, but I believe it's named the Great Smithy. And this lever is damaged. That's the well, clan house, I think is the best word. It's the house of the elder or the dwarf master. I've been here for ages trying to teach myself the ancient art of the dwarves, but it's impossible. We have forgotten so much. I'm particularly interested in the old tools. If I could examine them, I might find a way to reactivate the magic of metal. Yeah, this guy will be our source of metal spells. But for that to happen, we need to find some of the old tools. And this is the shop with some free items. I believe most of these are healing herbs or just random items again. No, these are set, it seems. And another magic merchant. Okay, this guy will have psi fairies and fire spells. Not psi fairies, no, psi spells. Now I'll get a few of these for Tinner's art, so he's stronger. And of course, spells will also pop up on screen. And it's the first time I've seen a full row during this display, I believe, at least. Yeah, once he runs out of most fire spells, I'll just end this. And then we're done in the Monagham. Okay, just one more and then I'm off. Okay, you think now we'd have to go to Dunmore to go to the Great Tree, but instead we need to go to London and then to Tirlin. You'll see why in a bit. Because you are forced to make a trade. So let's go to our ferries and take Suane with us instead of Rogue. Then let's go to Tirlin. Okay, remember that remember this well, what's the word, store clerk? Well, one of the elves around here had a sag bus floating behind her. I had the statistics of it pop up even then. It's this one. She will want to trade that sag bus. A traveling fairy mistress. What luck. I'm searching desperately for the light fairy Suane. If you find it, I'll give you the unique fairy sag bus. Rumor has it you found the dwarves' staff rule on a shadow elf. I never did trust those dwarves. Anyone who lives underground can't be up to any good. Which is just plain prejudice. Yeah. It's true then, the dwarves have formed an alliance with the shadow elves. And yeah, trade Suane for Sagbus. Oh, it's, you can only trade an active fairy. Sorry about that. So let's quickly put Suane in front. And now let's trade. Yes. At last my fairy collection is complete. Here, take this Sagbus. And just a few seconds ago she said it's a unique fairy. Yeah, which is kind of true, it's the only Sagbus we can get. There is to be a large tournament in the old tree in the swamp. The best fairy masters will be competing there. Whoever wins the tournament will be sent to find the trader Quinlan and stop him. You should take part in the tournament, Amy. Okay, just a few seconds ago she said that this Sagbus is unique. But a few seconds later she said that now her fairy collection is complete, which should suggest that she has all 77 fairies. But if this Sagbus is unique, then she should be lacking a Sagbus. So her collection wouldn't be complete, unless she's collecting light fairies instead of all the fairies, which could also count as a collection. Okay, now we need to go over here, because this is the way that leads to the Great Tree, which is blocked by a prickly bush. Last time we were here, there was also a shadow elf guarding this, which we had to get rid of. But we didn't get rid of this bush until now, because there's also this guy blocking the path. And that's where we need Sagbus for. Lag. Okay, Janice. I am so unhappy. I lost my favorite fairy Sagbus in a fairy duel. I can't possibly take part in the tournament in the old tree without it. And how would one lose a fairy in a fairy duel? I guess he made a stupid bet, or his fairy just got so pissed off at it and it just left. Some fairy masters find chaos fairies a little gruff, but I love my Sagbus. Its wings are so delicate and its nose is so sweet. Yeah, cue flashback to when I showed its statistics. Read the bold words at the bottom. You can only trade your active ferry if you have my beloved Sagbus selected as your active ferry, which I already have. My ferry, you found my favorite ferry, Sagbus. Can I have it back? I can give you one of my ferries in exchange, which is a crappy one. Thank you. Now I've got Sagbus. I can take part in the tournament. Thanks to you, I'm bound to win. Here, take this war god as a token of my thanks. Yes, he just gave us a war god in exchange for the only Sagbus we can get. I call whip off. But no worries, we'll get that Sagbus back. And is this lag? Okay, there was some weird bit of lag there. But come on. I'll keep that Sagbus around for the moment. Who did I drop again? Oh yes, it was Rogue. Yeah, because we'll get that Sagbus back, and I think you have to have this war gods to get it traded back. I'm not entirely sure though, but I think we can miss Rogue in this tournament. Don't think there's any water fairies in it. Well, maybe. If I run into a fight, which I lose, and it's with water fairies or any fairy type that's weak against energy, I'll just go back and pick up Rogue. Though I don't think it should be hard. And that's a sound glitch. And immediately get attacked. It's a programming flaw. The second you get control, you're attacked. Okay, now we're at the grade 3. Which seems to be infested with fairies. Ah, there you are. So let me switch to Aquana. So we can get started with the first battle. Well, in my previous attempt to record this, the game started lagging and freezing like hell during that battle. So if that happens again, I'll just have to cut it out. It's not a big deal of a battle. A tournament of the Fairy Masters has been announced. Whoever manages to get to the top of the grade 3 will receive the powerful fairy card of air. There is only one fairy card of air, and whoever receives it will be sent to search for the trader Quinlan with it. Yes, he's just an announcer. And back at one of the early videos in my Let's Play, I said we wouldn't be seeing Seamus again. Well, I was wrong. She pops up here again. So I'd say third time's the charm in getting rid of her. I alone will reach the top of the tower, it's a tree, and seize the prize. I am the true hero who will bring about the downfall of the Dwarf Master. You are far too weak. Go back to your human world and play with your dollies, or would you dare to fight me? I'm going to kick your ass for the third time in a row, Seamus. And yes, he has a Grammar, Fastbat, or no, it's Stobat, I believe. Yes, and a Garbat. I think Aquana should be able to get rid of these. If not, I'll just have Blumella or one of the others take over. Although Aquana is a lot less durable than Blumella. 2 hits and already almost half of her health gone. Oh, and amount of flying power. Okay, 2 more hits and Aquana is down. Okay, 1 more hit. Okay, that's a bummer. Because I wanted to have Aquana evolve. Only she immediately sends out her the big guns. The big bat. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty obvious that the Fastbat to Stobat family is based on gargoyles and bats. This one, Garbats, reminds me a bit of an old show I've seen some fragments of every now and then again. Ironically called Gargoyles. And there's someone ringing the doorbell. Okay, one more hit. Oh, once again. That's just going to be a meme of sorts with me. Every time I just almost have an enemy killed, and I think it only takes one more hit, and then it shows. Then it appears that I need to hit it again. And it's probably it's probably going to be a running joke with me. Oh man, that somehow hit him. He flew in front of me. Sometimes you can get some pretty lucky shots in. And with these battles you also get a lot of cash. So monies won't be any problem anymore. Okay, come on, sit still and get blasted. Come on. I know it's just instincts to keep fighting to the bitter end, but you're just not going to win. Just give up and lie down and die. Okay, one more hit or... Okay, for once I'm right with it. Okay, and only one man up left, or one boss left. Okay, it sucks that I got Aquana defeated. But then in the next fight she will level up. I'll make sure of that, even if I have to just put her in front and switch her out. So you'll get experience. I lost again. I lost against you again. Okay. Why oh why? Maybe because you're a jerk, and that the fact that you only concentrate on stone fairies, which of course have a lot, of health, but they're slow as heck. Okay, and here we'll find another one of these prophecy books. So let's read it.
In the days of the fairy masters, the fairy card of air was the trophy of the best trainers. Only the person who defeats all other contestants in the tournament of the best fairy masters in Zanzarah may carry it, and whoever carries it will determine the fate of Zanzarah. Because with this spell, hidden regions and new secrets open up. Whoever receives this magic should use it wisely and conscientiously.
It also gave a view of one of special air fairy, which is practically a female copy of Cereal. Okay. Before this next fight, of course, let's bring Aquana back from the dead with some healing herbs, or well, more. Let's wake her up, and of course heal up the restore the mana. Anyway, oh, this guy's back from Tyrolin. Do you remember me? I'm Eirik, the dwarf from Tyrolin. Now that you found the Staff of Rule, everyone will believe that we dwarves summoned the Shadow Elves. I will win this tournament and prove everyone wrong. Are you ready for a just fairy duel? Yes, even if this will probably go over time, and this guy is fairy. Yeah, he is water fairies, and then, oh, also have ice fairy. Okay, then let me think. Well, yes, let's just see a battle of the water fairies. Though for that fees I will have to switch out. And Aquana is getting beaten by her pre-evolution. Rest start moving over. Okay, switching out. That was embarrassing. Getting owned by your own pre-evolution. Yeah, that's bad. Oh, 4 I believe. It's Zanzarah. No, it's Gremor. Okay. Now we're ready for this guy, and I should have equipped his new spells. Well, yeah. Come on, you coward. Okay, after this is done, I'm going to end the video and just equip Zanzarah off screen with new spells. Oh, thought you got away, huh? This time I'm switching to the right one. Okay, keep you in my sights, so even if you try to run, I'll just blast you like that. Instant defeat. Okay, now you're going down. Come on. Oops. Switched out. Still got her. And he... Whoa! Graham, your turn. Even Blumella is taking a beating. What level are these? What level are these? Level 40? Doesn't matter. Okay, one more hit for Oceana here. If I can get it to hit. There we go. And Tadana here will probably also just take one more hit. Okay, done. So let's see what Iveric has to say. Okay, come on, level. 4. Ah, no level. Come on, I want to evolve. Her evolution is one of the strongest water fairies there is in the game. Oh well. I have failed. Now I can never prove that my people are innocent. These are hard times for us dwarves. Okay then, with that he just leaves. And for once we see an NPC enter a door. Well, not really see him, we hear the door opening. And see him walk inside the tree. May I offer you some healing potions for your travels? Yes, you may. And 4 mediums, nice. So yeah, that'll be it. So this has been Let's Play Zanzarah. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Next time we'll finish up the Grade 3 tournament and claim the Fairy Card of Air. But until then, see you later.